The tragic life of LL Cool J seems to be a story of pain and struggle, but the reality is far more inspiring than you might expect. James Todd Smith, better known as LL Cool J, just proved he's still got it with his 2024 album The Force, marking one of the most impressive comebacks in hip-hop history. After more than a decade away from music, the 56-year-old legend returned with raw lyricism that reminded everyone why he's considered one of the greatest of all time. But let's rewind to understand how this icon was forged through adversity. Born on January 14, 1968, LL Cool J's childhood was marked by trauma that would have broken many people. At just 4 years old, he witnessed his father shoot his mother and grandfather. Both survived, but the incident left deep scars on young James. The pain didn't stop there. His mother's ex-boyfriend Roscoe subjected him to physical and mental abuse, experiences he later detailed in his 1997 autobiography, I Make My Own Rules. Instead of letting these experiences destroy him, LL Cool J channeled his pain into something powerful. His song Father wasn't about the shooting incident, but about the abuse from his mother's ex-boyfriend. This distinction is important because it shows how he processed different traumas through his art. His 1987 hit I Need Love revealed his vulnerable side, expressing a longing for true love and his willingness to struggle and fight to keep my dream alive. The creative process became his therapy. While other kids his age were playing video games or watching cartoons, young James was crafting rhymes that helped him make sense of a world that often seemed cruel and unfair. Music became his safe space, a place where he could express emotions that were too complex and painful to speak about in normal conversation. This early relationship with hip-hop as healing would influence his entire approach to artistry. What makes his story remarkable is how his family supported his creative journey despite the chaos. His mother used Cool J wasn't just making music, he was building an empire. The success of radio proved that authenticity resonates with audiences. While other artists were trying to sound like what they thought hip-hop should be, LL Cool J stayed true to his own experience and voice. This authenticity became his trademark and separated him from countless other rappers who came and went during the same period. His second album, Bigger and Deffer, in 1987, proved his staying power, selling over 2 million copies. The album included I Need Love, making him one of the first artists to successfully introduce love ballads to hip-hop. This was groundbreaking because it showed that rap could be both hard-hitting and emotionally vulnerable. Many critics initially dismissed the idea of rap love songs, but LL Cool J proved them wrong by creating music that touched people's hearts while maintaining street credibility. Comment below and let us know what you find most surprising about LL Cool J's early life and how he turned trauma into triumph. However, success came with challenges. His 1989 album, Walking with a Panther, faced harsh criticism from the hip-hop community for being too commercial and relying too heavily on ballads. Critics accused him of selling out, and his audience began to shrink. The backlash was intense and personal, with many questioning whether he still deserved his place in hip-hop culture. For many artists, this kind of criticism would have been career-ending. But instead of giving up, LL Cool J used this criticism as fuel for his next project. He spent months studying what went wrong and listening to his critics, not to simply please them, but to understand how he could evolve while staying true to himself. This period of reflection and artistic soul-searching would prove crucial to his development as both an artist and a person. His 1990 album, Mama Said Knock You Out, was a direct response to his critics, proving that he hadn't lost his lyrical edge. The title track became a defiant anthem that silenced anyone who thought he was finished. The song's aggressive energy and confident delivery reminded Second Round KO, which many praised for its technical skill. LL responded with The Ripper Strikes Back, using his star power and clever wordplay to deliver what many considered the knockout blow. He famously mocked cannabis by flipping his name to Can I Bust? And delivered the devastating line that 99% of your fans don't exist. These feuds highlighted LL Cool J's strategic brilliance. In the battle with Kool Moe Dee, he was the young upstart who won through innovation and better production. Against Cannabis, he was the veteran who used his experience and industry knowledge to outmaneuver a technically skilled opponent. Both victories proved that longevity in hip-hop requires more than just lyrical ability. It demands business sense, strategic thinking, and the time to adapt to changing circumstances. Beyond music, LL Cool J became a pioneer in expanding his brand. He was one of the first hip-hop artists to successfully transition into acting, starting with the 1985 film Crush Groove, and later starring in major productions like Deep Blue Sea and Charlie's Angels. His role as Special Agent Sam Hanna on NCIS Los Angeles, which aired in over 200 countries, proved that hip-hop artists could build lasting careers beyond music. This crossover success opened doors for countless other artists who wanted to explore opportunities in film and television. His business ventures show his commitment to hip-hop culture. In 2018, he founded Rock the Bells, a platform dedicated to preserving classic hip-hop through a SiriusXM radio channel and popular festival. This wasn't just about nostalgia. It was about ensuring that future generations could learn from and appreciate the pioneers who built the foundation of the culture. He also established the Jump and Bowl Foundation, a basketball camp for youth in his hometown of Queens, showing his dedication to giving back to his community. LL Cool J's influence on fashion cannot be overlooked. His signature look of Kangol hats, gold praised its futuristic yet nostalgic sound, and LL's sharp lyricism, proving that he could return to his artistic roots without making any commercial compromises. The album brought his career full circle, demonstrating remarkable self-awareness forged through decades of experience. At 56, he showed he could still deliver the raw lyricism of his debut, while incorporating the wisdom gained from his journey. The collaboration with Eminem on Murdergram 2 was particularly powerful, placing him firmly within the pantheon of hip-hop greats. LL Cool J's achievements include a Hollywood Walk of Fame star in 2016, Kennedy Center Honors in 2017, and induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2021. These aren't just awards. They represent public recognition of his multifaceted impact on American culture. What makes LL Cool J's story truly inspiring is how he transformed childhood trauma into artistic fuel, commercial criticism into creative motivation, and personal pain into a platform for healing others. He became a bridge between hip-hop's old school and new generations, between underground culture and mainstream success, and between the roles of artist, actor, and entrepreneur. His career represents a masterclass in adaptation and resilience. From witnessing violence as a child to becoming a cultural icon, from facing harsh criticism to making triumphant comebacks, LL Cool J proved that an unbreakable legacy isn't built on avoiding struggles, but on how you respond to them. His story shows that tragedy doesn't have to define you. Instead, it can become the foundation for something extraordinary. If LL Cool J's incredible journey inspired you as much as it inspired us, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments which part of his story resonated most with you.